I appreciate everybody being here. It's kind of good to do it during zero period. We don't have to interfere with the school day, but you know, this is one of my favorite times that we have. Is we've been fortunate enough to have some guys sign the last few years, and we get Riley. Riley actually signed or committed in December, but you remember he had the flu during that time, so he didn't get his moment. And I was just recently this last couple of days at the in Macon at the GACA conference, and I saw the whole Mercer staff, and they were excited for him to get his moment to sign and you know, get the pictures and stuff like that he deserves in his opportunity. So obviously, as a coach, it's awesome to have an opportunity to have your kids sign. Like I said, I was just at that conference, and every coach that I dealt with, and I'm talking Cedar Grove coaches to the Buford coaches to the Grayson coaches, they're all sitting around and they're all frustrated with the way college recruiting is going. Everybody's in the same boat, talking about having great players, really with very few opportunities, if any at all. You know, the way that college football is structured now with the transfer portal and with, you know, everybody having an extra year through COVID, and, you know, things have changed in the landscape of college recruiting. And, you know, so I'm thankful that we have guys with an opportunity to play. We still have 3 other guys that, you know, they have their own visit February 12th. So there's an opportunity for us to actually sign 3 more guys, which would be a phenomenal year for us. So we're hoping that, you know, some of those things change. And after today, some of those things weed out where guys were committed and decommitted and didn't sign and things like that. And there'll be some opportunities for some of our other guys too. But this is, you know, Riley's moment. And I was talking about being at the GACA this week, and I sat down at the table to nominate our guys for All-State. And, you know, I think Riley was a unanimous decision for everybody at the table, and anybody that had played against him always said, "Coach, that kid is a great football player." And everybody was that way. And you know, we're getting a huge void in our football program because, you know, we've kind of relied on Riley the last 3 years to control one side of the line for us, and he's done a tremendous job for us. I think his sophomore year, he was like a fumble recovery machine. I mean, I was like, how does that kid around the ball every single time the ball's on the ground? He was getting on them, and you know, he's kind of the benefit like his brother is right now. You know, we had Trey Levis on one side, which as an older player, people were concentrating on him, and gave Riley an opportunity to make an awful lot of plays. And then as his career got on, everybody knew how big and strong and physical he was, that they had to send more than one guy to take care of him. So going to be a huge void in our football program because of how he can control one side of the line for us. Did a fantastic job for us there. And then we called on him, you know, to be a tight end in certain situations. And he did a tremendous job there for us too. And, you know, like the Herd game sticks out. You know, the year before they had put their biggest, strongest physical kid at defensive end and gave us a lot of problems. And then, you know, we were able to nullify that guy this year. We put Riley there, and he hammered that side of the line for us. So very, very big shoes to fill in our program. Riley did a great job, and excited for his opportunity. You know, in case anybody doesn't know, Mercer's like $55,000 a year to go to, and Riley's going to have that opportunity to play there. And it's a great program that's got a great coaching staff. You know, that guy's going to do a really good job there. So excited for him and his family. And at this time, Riley's going to sign, and then he's going to say some things.
I just want to thank God for this opportunity He's blessed me with, and I just want to thank all my teammates and the coaches and my family and all the people that support me.
So we'll get an opportunity to do this. And guys, we'll try to go quickly. You know, Riley, obviously you want some pictures with the guys you played with and grew up playing football with. So we have some that we took with this family. So if we can get like his senior class guys to come up here with him and get a picture with him, and we'll rotate through those guys. So those guys that are seniors, come up here. 2, 4, 7. How have they gone up? We're 7. Who? Where's Moses? I saw him last night.
1-2, check 1-2.
Is that where you're going?
You know where I'm committing?
No, Kevin
Drake.
Smart goes to every high school in West Georgia.
Yeah, he didn't know about you.
Where's he going? Georgia?
Who?
Your man.
Wherever he wants to.
Alabama.
Okay, right here, guys. 3, 1, 2, 3.
All right, Riley, your moment is over.
You did an unbelievable job speaking, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, you did.
That's what he did.
You know, just like Riley, we want to talk about Clay and his opportunity. Clay's going to get an opportunity to play at West Georgia, which is great. He's got a fellow teammate, Trey Lovelace, also playing there, which is always good when you show up on campus and you know some people and have some friendly faces. Obviously, when we talk about Clay, we talk about all the things he's done. And actually, I used his helmet right there. I couldn't find Riley's, but I used his helmet right there. I'm going to knock that over. And basically, we just have to replace our quarterback who had that many stars. That's a lot of football plays right there in one football season. That's actually, you know, us coaches talked about at the end of the year. Look at that helmet and look at those stars. That's a awfully hard guy to replace right there in our program. He did a tremendous job, you know, for the 3 years that we had him. And actually, if you remember, you know, we weren't sure if what his career held. His freshman year, he had back surgery, and we weren't sure exactly what was going to happen with him in his career. And then, you know, obviously he came back, big, strong, physical kid. I remember the day that we were at the hospital, and he had surgery. Within 20 minutes, they had him walking down the hallway. Remember, they were holding him by a belt. And you know, obviously when you go into the hospital and you see a guy doing that, you're like, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that guy in his career. And he has been everything is advertised. I think his biggest fan coming in was Coach Cash. He's like, what do you see this kid? He's unbelievable. And unfortunately we had, you know, we weren't sure what was wrong with him. And then his sophomore year, we found out that he has that it factor and had a tremendous career. And, you know, I was talking to some college coaches and one of those guys was like, Coach, we're not sure. And you know, we might offer him a walk-on. And I was kind of upset about it. And he's like, well, you don't think that's a good deal? And I said, what would you say if you were the head coach of a high school and a kid had over 5,000 yards rushing and over 100 touchdowns in 3 years? What would you say to that? And he's like, you're right. I mean, it just doesn't sound right. He says, it's all we have. And I said, well, that's fine. That's all you have. But it's kind of insulting in the fact that that's what he has done in his career. And again, I was at the GACA and everybody there talked about Clay. Everybody's like, that is the toughest kid I've seen play high school football. You know, he's like, I've never seen a kid impose his will upon other teams like that kid did. And he said he just showed how tough he was every play. And even some of them were like, I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback play inside linebacker. And I said, well, the fact is we were trying to help his recruiting and you know, put him at another position. And you can ask our coaches. I didn't like the idea to start with. I was like, how dumb do I have to be to play our quarterback who, you know, makes almost every play for us at this point, to play him at inside linebacker? But it was what we thought was best for him and an opportunity. And I don't know if it helped him or hurt him, but I know every coach is like, we're just not sure where to play him. And I think West Georgia was the same way. They constantly asked, Coach, where will we play him, on offense or defense? He's high on both boards. And when we left Heard County, he's like, one of their coaches was at the game, and he said, the problem is, Coach, we're just not sure where to play him because he's on the top of each board, and our coaches are going to fight for him every day on which side they want him to play. So had a tremendous career. He's a great kid, and one of my, you know, it's funny, we were about to walk up here, and David said, I'm going to miss Clay just like I miss his brother Richard in our program. You know, he just said that on the way up here, how much he's going to miss him. So obviously he made an impact on all the guys on our team. He's still got Michael. Yep. And so he's got him every day. Absolutely. So, but you know, they like I said, I think he's he's known everywhere across the state. I talked to the Northeast coaches the other day, and you know, they were like, Coach, we've been here for several years and we haven't seen a kid play like that ever. Said he's a tremendous football player. And so like I said, I don't know how much we realize he's had the respect of everybody across the state in the way that he played football for us. And he did a great job. So I'm super proud that he has an opportunity because it's been difficult. It's been difficult, in the recruiting process for him. I try to keep him informed the whole time on how many phone calls and how many, our coaches had a conference every week and it'd send it out, and it's just a tough time. And like I said, there's a million kids who were at this, their coaches were at the state disappointed that their kids didn't get an opportunity to sign, and Clay's getting an opportunity. So super excited for him and his opportunity. And the cool thing is we get to go watch him because he's just down the road. So I am excited about that. So Clay's actually not going to sign because it's all digital right now. So he's like, Coach, I just got to do it on my phone. So that's another thing that changes every time. It used to be that you had to fax it in by 7 o'clock in the morning and all that. Now you just click on your phone. So, but we're going to give Clay an opportunity to speak and let him know, everybody, how proud we are of him and all the things that he did for our program.
Okay, first off, I want to thank, just go ahead and thank everybody that's here, because obviously I wouldn't be here without all of you. Am I on like a speaker or something? I can hear myself.
You're under that thing right there. It makes an echo.
Wow. Well, I want to thank God and my teammates, my coaches, and everybody that's here right now, because y'all have all played a really big role in my growth and development through high school. So thank y'all, and go West, go Wolves.
All right. Pat, did you really have your leg crossed?
I uncrossed.
Thank you. Holy good Lord.
Thank you.
God, you're huge. You are huge.
Did I get a chance to speak?
Yeah.
I want to tell you how grateful I am
Good.
to get run through on scout team.
It is an honor to get.
Like giving signs. I should have done a bear dance. Both of them? One of them.
One of them.
Just do one.
Hey, it's the same as the it's the same as the HC, Clay.
2, 3.
What's your broil?
Clay, you went from this to this. That's pretty cool. See the HC?
Yeah, you want a bite? I think that's it. Yeah.
What event?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about track.
You know, you can't tackle it. As long as you're learning to run.
That's the only reason I'm doing it.